Hello, everybody. It's Pastor Shannon Wise of Wise Choice Ministries, and I am here to give you your Instagram inspiration for the week. This inspiration is inspired by Isaiah 43 and 19. In that verse, I'm going to paraphrase that. It says that God is doing a new thing, but do we see it or do we perceive it? And that is the question on this hour. God is doing a new thing, but do we see it? Can we see it in the midst of this pandemic? Can we see it in the midst of adversity? Can we see it in the midst of so many things being uncertain? Can we see God doing a new thing, not only in our lives, but in the earth realm? Can we see it? Do we perceive it? And so as this was dropped into my spirit, it was 5 points that was given to me from this. And these 5 points have to do with now is the time. Now is the time. Why? Because God is doing a new thing. So number 1, now is the time to move from the past and embrace the future. No matter what, we got to stop being prisoners to our past. We have to stop looking back. We have to not worry about old things that we can't do nothing about anymore. It's time to move forward and embrace the future. Embrace it. We got to look forward to moving forward. Why? Because God is doing a new thing. Number 2, forgive and release. Forgive and release. Now we have to forgive. We have to forgive the people who we have perceived to do us wrong, the hurt, the pain. We have to forgive. And then we also have to release all the negativity, all the things that was said or not said, done or not done. We have to release that, by other people. Sometimes we're still harboring on the things that people have or haven't done to us. But now is the time to release. Why? Because God is doing a new thing, and we got to be able to see what He's doing. Thirdly, now is the time for our spiritual senses and giftings to arise. It is time for us to tap into our seeing in the spirit, hearing what the Lord is saying. Why? Because there's so many mixed messages that we are being bombarded with every single day. Every single day. However, for the believers, our response is really what's going to matter now. And we need to let our spiritual senses and giftings arise. Why? Because God is doing a new thing, and we need to be in step with what He's doing. We need to be able to see and hear in the spirit and not in the flesh. Number 4, we need to be adjusting daily in our purpose. Why? Because if God is doing a new thing in our lives, if He's doing a new thing in the earth realm, we need to understand that our purpose of being here is connected to what He's doing. He's doing a new thing. But do we see it? Do we see why we are here during this time? If any other period of time we could have been born, we are born now. We are living in the now. We are living in the present time. God is doing a new thing, and our purpose is connected to it. So we must adjust to what He is doing now. And lastly, we need to walk forward in faith and not fear. We need to move forward in faith and not fear. Why? Because God, the Almighty Creator of all, He's doing a new thing. And now is not the time for fear to grip us. Now is not the time for fear to keep us stagnant. It is time for us to arise in faith, because God is doing a new thing, and we are connected to that thing. Amen. So I pray that this blessed you on this week, and we will see you next week. God bless.